What would you do if wealth came at the cost of human life? He sacrificed strangers for money, but one night he sacrificed his own mother, and that was the beginning of his end. This is the story of Chinedu, a young man pushed by poverty, drove by desperation, and destroyed by greed. Stay with me because this story has a lesson you will never forget. Chinedu walked home slowly after another failed job interview. The sun was setting, casting a dew orange glow across the street. Dust covered his shoe, sweat soaked his shirt, but the real weight was in his heart. In his hands was a brown envelope, his certificate, the same document he had carried from months, from office to office, from rejection to rejection. As he stepped into their small house, he paused because he already knew what was coming. Back home again without a job. His mother's voice cut through the silence. He said nothing, but she continued. Your mates are building houses, buying cars for their mother. His voice grew louder. Amaka has taken his mother abroad. Today just bought his mother a car. She looked at him with disappointment. But you are wasting your time and your life. Chinedu dropped the envelope. What do you want me to do, Mama? He asked slowly. I have tried everything. I have even learned tailor, but I do not have money. She laughed bitterly. Do not try your best. Do your best. Then her voice broke. I suffered for you. I trained you. I believed you would change our lives. Tears rolled down her face. And I'm tired. Silence filled the room. Then, finally, Chinedu spoke. All right, I will go. The next morning, he went to the herbalist. The place was dark, strange, uncertain. The man handed him 3 stones. Say what you want. I want to be rich, Chinedu said. The herbalist nodded. Every year you must sacrifice a young woman. Chinedu froze. If you fail, you will run mad or die. Fear gripped him, but greed was louder. The man handed him a white cloth. Cover any young woman, she becomes money. And just like that, her fate was sealed. When he told his mother, she did not stop him. She smiled. This is our way out. That evening, rain poured heavily. A young woman ran to their house for shelter. His mother welcomed her kindly, then whispered, she is inside. His hands trembled. He walked closer. The girl sat innocently, trusting in one quick movement. He covered her. She struggled, then silent. Moment later, Money filled the room, bundle everywhere. They stared in shock. Then greed took over. They pack money all night without remorse, without guilt, and just like that, they cross a line they should never return from. Chinedu became rich, very rich, houses, cow, luxurious. His mother lived like a queen. The same woman who once cried over an old wrapper now wore gold, expensive clothes, but something darker was. A year passed. His mother reminded him, "Do not forget the time has come." He went out, found another woman, charmed her, brought her home, and once again the cloth he struggled, then silent. The money, but this time there was no joy, only emptiness. Another year came, but this time a coffee locked the city. No one could go out. Panic filled him. If I fail, I would die. Then a terrible thought entered his mind. He looked at his mother. "No," he whispered, but fear defeated his conscience. Before she could react, he covered her. Silent, he waited, but nothing happened. No money, only a lifeless body. "What have I done?" he whispered. He ran to the herbalist. "I completed the ritual. Who did you use?" The man asked. "My mother." The herbalist face added. "I said a young woman, not your mother. There is nothing I can do." As Chinedu stepped outside, something broke. He began to laugh loud and loud, then run through the street, screaming nonsense. He had lost his mind. Greed has no limit, and evil always demand a price. He chose wealth over humanity, and in the end, he lost everything, including himself. If this story taught you something, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share, because some lessons are too important to ignore. Thanks for watching. See you in the next story. Bye.